Love, gratitude, and kindness. These three words define my second act. On the horrifying morning of April 8th, 2010, I underwent emergency surgery for rectal cancer at the Tucson Medical Center. I will always remember the daily visits from my wonderful surgeon and her ever-inspiring words, "Bev, are you ready for some good news? We were able to remove all of the cancer. It's all gone." Followed the next day with, "Bev, are you ready for more good news? I didn't want to frighten you before surgery about the possibility of a colostomy bag. By the smallest measurement possible, we were able to replumb your system and you won't need the bag." Considering the level of pain and fear that I was in, I really couldn't imagine any good news. And I couldn't have imagined all the good things that were on their way into my life. But they actually did come, and they're still arriving today. Now, 7 years later, I am able to stand here and share this with all of you without crying, I hope. I am the healthiest I've ever been in my entire life. The healing I have experienced has been on every level, not just physically, but also mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Coming face to face with death transformed my former issues with depression into the most expansive, constant, complete, total, and overwhelming gratitude for every single moment of life. My desire to live became my primary focus, and I now believe that that is one of the reasons I succeeded in beating the odds and actually being able to be here today, now, as the healthy and happy woman that I am. The struggle was definitely real. My recovery was a 2-year experience of incredible pain and suffering, full of many obstacles to overcome. I think it's a blessing that we don't know the future. If I had known how hard that recovery was going to be, I may have given up. And if I had given up, I wouldn't be able to be here today to now help others on their second act journeys. And I wouldn't be here to share the story of my second act: love, gratitude, and kindness. The love. In 2014, I became a volunteer with the Make-A-Wish Foundation. I am an official wish granter, and I get to love children with life-threatening illnesses and make their greatest wish come true. One of my favorite experiences was with a 15-year-old boy who had a neurological disorder. He was going blind, and his disease could shorten his life. This young man had 2 wishes. He was a huge racing fan, and he dearly wanted to attend a NASCAR event, but he and his family, his parents and 4 brothers and sisters, had never been out of Tucson, Arizona. He heard about the fun of a road trip, but because of his illness, there was never enough time, there was never enough money for vehicles or vacations. And of course, what's a road trip without a destination? So he put aside his NASCAR dream for a road trip to Disneyland with his family. Now, Make-A-Wish usually flies people to their destination, but in this case, the family piled into a luxurious rented van. They crossed mountains, they walked down the beach, and they created the happiness he so deserved with a magical adventure through Disneyland. But I have a friend at Tucson Speedway. A few weeks before his Disney trip, this young man also got a magical night at the racetrack. He met drivers, he rode in a race car around the track, and he even waved the flag at the final race. He touched everyone's heart. The gratitude. Despite knowing all the health risks, I was a 35-year smoker. For the last 20 years of that, I had repeatedly tried to quit. In the winter of 2008, I had a horrific case of bronchitis, but I wrapped myself up in a blanket, and coughing and wheezing, I went outside for a cigarette. And that was my aha moment. A feeling washed over me, totally different from all the other times, and I stopped cold turkey. I decided to video record what I was doing daily in an effort to document my process, and it was this process that contributed to my own success, as well as many others, in finally becoming a successful non-smoker. I was so grateful for the life-saving experience that I wrote a book called Your Final Cigarette. In it, I outlined how to overcome and heal the emotional addiction to nicotine, which can be much stronger than the physical addiction. And I created a 6-week program beginning with 14 daily lessons of preparation leading to successfully becoming a non-smoker. People learn to discover and to heal the deep-seated emotional reasons for their addiction. My success rate is over 80%, and the program was even offered at the Tucson Cancer Center. The kindness. I am a volunteer with the Cheyenne Kindness Project. In 2006, after my friend Sandy and her husband lost their precious daughter Cheyenne, they circulated cards asking that random acts of kindness be done in Cheyenne's name. And that tiny idea took root and blossomed. Together with many other volunteers, we serve low-income schools with a free educational program about kindness. We bring beautiful gifts to the children at each of the schools that we visit, and we participate in gift-giving programs for the holiday seasons, both Thanksgiving and Christmas. To date, the Cheyenne Kindness Project has touched more than 22,000 Tucson children. All of our services are 100% free of charge and all run by volunteers. I could go on for much longer, but here's what I hope you'll take home with you today. Life is an awesome gift. We all have endless opportunities to enjoy it and to do whatever we choose to do to make this place better for ourselves and countless others. We can all take what we learn from all of our life challenges and turn them into amazing second acts. For me, it's love, gratitude, and kindness. But there are a million opportunities for you to discover in your second acts. Follow your heart. I treasure whatever time I have left on this earth. I am so grateful for all the people who have helped me on this journey of life, as well as thriving through cancer. It is now my total joy to be available, to be the one who can give back, and to help others discover their second acts with love, gratitude, and kindness.